Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kenny Wallace Show, brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. Remember to go to jegs.com for anything and everything you need for your vehicles. And JEGS wants us to remind you that they got a lot of truck parts in, Jeep parts, so check them out on jegs.com. All right. Man, oh man, Texas, it was big. There was a lot going on. Had old Jelly Roll there, the singer, he showed up. Man, those singers are more famous than they've ever been. These concerts are selling out, and it is amazing the vibe that they bring when they simply come to the racetrack. And he announced, "Gentlemen, start your engines." So we had no ladies in the race. No ladies were in the race. But when there is a lady in the race, they say, "Drivers, start your engines." So really good to have him there. Very nice man. I didn't say anything to him, but I kind of walked by and I saw him interacting with the fans. Good job with Marcus Smith and everybody at Texas Motor Speedway bringing him in, because it created a really nice little vibe. All right, let's get to it. Okay. William Byron, the little school kid. Remember a couple, 3 years ago, you're like, what the hell is Rick Hendrick doing hiring William Byron? He's a little child. Kid's grown up. He has got it done this year. I'm going to tell you what, 6 wins. I don't care what you think of him. He can be boring all he wants. But I like William Byron because I talked to William Byron. As everybody knows, I was at Texas. I was at driver's introduction. That's a whole nother story. We're going to make another show about that. So stay tuned for the next show about that right there. Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick on the same cue card. But anyway, I talked to William Byron at driver's introduction. I said, "William, I really like you because when I stopped to watch you run the ASA race earlier in the year at Hickory, he's gnarly. You know, William might look like a little school kid, but I tell you what, I watched him at Hickory just gnaw on the outside of this guy for 5-8 laps. And I'm thinking, surely William's going to give up. And he just stayed there. And William finally running himself up on the wall, back down. And all this was at Hickory. But this told me that William Byron is one of us. He's a gnarly short track racer. So I just want to let you all know the background of William Byron. Is he one of those Gran Turismo drivers? The movie's out. They say William came along running sim. This sim now, man, this is unbelievable. These drivers are learning how to race in these simulators. Well, they say William is one of them. Well, he's damn good if he really is one of them. Reply right here if you know more about William. I didn't interview him. I'm not a journalist. We just have fun. All right, so William Byron wins. Big story after the race. Didn't really know it. Didn't read it anywhere. This is Hendrick Motorsport. Now that's very important the way I said it. Hendrick. It's because when I worked at Fox Sports forever, they got on me. Kenny, there's not 3 Hendricks. It's not Hendricks. It's Hendrick. Get rid of the S. Hey, it didn't maim me. Anyway, Hendrick Motorsport, it is their 300th win. Man, I can feel like yesterday it was 200 wins. So anyway, congratulations to Big Rick, racer Rick Hendrick. I told everybody, I said, listen, we don't call it bragging. We don't call it egotistical. We do promote. In other words, it'd be like any commercial. Well, look at this commercial bragging on their product. No, they're just letting you know. Remember, I always say it when Uncle Rusty says, Brother Rusty says, Herm, it's sad to say, you have to remind people because they remember what they want to. So Hendrick Motorsport, winningest team in the history of NASCAR. They blew by Petty Enterprises. I mean, the old days are awesome, but Rick Hendrick is now NASCAR. I know it could upset some of you, but that is really just the way it is. And yes, I get it. He owes it all to Jimmy Johnson and, of course, Jeff Gordon. But what is that? That's 70 and 90. That's 160 wins. Well, there's still 140 more. So they got 300 wins. So, yes, Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon amount for roughly a little over half of the wins. So we know what's Jeff got, 90 wins, and Jimmy's got 70, something like that. All right, let's get down to this race. First of all, congratulations, William Byron. Congratulations to Hendrick on 300 wins. Respond right here. I see a lot of negative comments out there. I don't like Rick Hendrick. Well, that's fine. Respond right here. Tell us why. This is Herman's therapy session. Okay, Bubba Wallace. He's dominating. He's going to win the race. Late race restart. He doesn't get a good restart. And William Byron comes off of turn 2, sweeps underneath him, wins it all. William Byron simply wins the race. Why did Bubba Wallace not win this race? Now, a lot of you like to rough him up because of the obvious reasons. I say that's bad. I don't approve of that. I like Bubba. We share the same last name. He's very good to me. When he was coming off the driver introduction stage, I said, I see you. He goes, I see you. I said, but I see you. I see you. We have a good time. Bubba's a good person, got thrown to the wolves and had to react because of the situation. So Bubba's got defense mechanism. I'm not saying it's good. Bubba does watch some of these. So hello, Bubba. Bubba does a little bit what I do. So they interview Bubba right after the race. Bubba, what happened? I choked. I'm no good. I don't deserve to win. Okay, I exaggerate. But he did say, I choked. I did not get the job done. Bubba's defense mechanism is to get you before you get him. So he knows everybody's out there. Bubba choked. He can't get it done. But listen, you're only doing that because you're mean. He's really good. He's in the top 12 of these playoffs, and he's rolling. So that's fine. Let's look at these points real quick. Here we are. Let's use Bob Pockrass. Here's our points. Okay, very clear. Byron wins. Hamlin. Oh, action's detrimental. Kicking your ass. Denny getting booed, running that mouth, and all he's doing is kicking your ass. Busch, man, that kid's the real deal. Bell, Truex is lucky. He keeps wrecking, but he was the Truex spins out. He has a tough race, but he's still doing good. So anyway, Bubba is 2 out, even though he had a third place finish. So let's look here. Let's look at the finish. All right, there's the finish. Byron, Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Bell, Denny, 5th, Harvick, Keselowski rolling again. I think Ricky Stenhouse at 9th. He's our star of the race because that's thought of as a lower level team. Look there at 11th and 12th. Elliott and Bowman, that's Hendrick, right? So Hendrick Motorsports finishes 11th and 12th, but William Byron up here for the win. So that goes against everything you say, because you say Chase Elliott should get it all because he's the most important. Well, Chase and Alex must be in the same shop because William Byron getting it all right now. All right. So we addressed the Bubba Wallace issue, his defense mechanism. He admits guilt right away. Now you can't get mad at him because he defends himself and admits he's guilty, says I choked. And then you guys are like, oh, I wish he wouldn't have said that so I could have said it to get him. But he's like, no, I'm going to say it to get you. So Kyle Larson. Listen, I love Kyle. Kyle goes on the inside of Bubba getting into one, and I know that corner. I've run a lot at Texas. I've raced a lot there. That corner is one of the toughest corners in all of the 1.5 mile tracks because it's not banked. When you go into one, there's no banking to hold you. It's flat. So you tend to do this. Then you catch the banking down in the corner. You need a big sway bar, something to keep the left front down as you enter. And Kyle sends it down in there, and Kyle just wrecks himself. I hate to say it because I love Kyle Larson, one of the greatest racers of all time. But Kyle gets into one, just spins out, and no, I watched the replay 100 times. Bubba did not lean on him. Bubba raced him, but Bubba, listen, it's called racing. You don't go, oh, somebody's on my inside, I got to give him room. Hey, let him pass me. You're racing him. Now, he wasn't like this. He's like this. So Kyle spins himself out, and he's out of the race because he cannot repair the car. Austin Dillon, another loose lug nut. One nut. We used to have 5 lug nuts, and it took a lot for the wheel to come off because all 5 have to come off. But Austin Dillon, what is going on, guys? We're almost 2 years into this now. And Austin said on the radio to his crew, he says, hey, you let me get all the way around here until you tell me? So Austin Dillon's saying, you should have told me when I left. I could have stopped, backed it up, something. But, I mean, the crew member, he knew the lug nut was not on it because Austin just leaves pit road and the wheel falls off. Gets all the way down to, I don't know what corner it was. But so let's end it like this. We see a lot of drivers starting to spit themselves out. Kyle Busch. Kyle's good to me, but, man, he gets pissed. Woo! He's on that radio. Kyle Busch is on that radio, and he's screaming and hollering, something's wrong. I got to pit. And the crew said, nothing's wrong. Keep going. He's like, damn it, something's wrong. And he wrecks. So I'm going to blame this 50-50. This is 50-50. This is on the team because the team should say, look, if you feel like you got something wrong, pit. Because this is a champion. Kyle Busch is a champion, man. He knows. So he's got to win. I mean, he's going to Talladega, and he's going to the Roval. So Kyle's in a tough situation right now. All right. I think we broke it down, right? It was a good race. Now, I haven't seen. Let's see what Jeff Gluck says here. By the way, I had a good time with Jeff Gluck and all the media. They were super good to me. Let's see what Jeff Gluck is his report out yet on was it a good race or not. He usually reports this, I guess, on a Tuesday. So no, Jeff. Here it is. Here it is. Was Texas a good race? So when I always say, I mean, look, 11,000 people right there. And it ain't like this is a little snippet. It's a good amount of people. Jeff Gluck likes me. He talks to me. He says, thank you, Kenny, for including me in your show. So Jeff knows that we do use his analytics. So we had a good time in the media center. We're going to end it like this, everybody. Let's just show you some of the things that were happening there. Here I am in the media room with Jeff Gluck and all the media. So there you go. That's Jeff Gluck in the blue right there. So just to let you know, Jerry Jordan, Wendy Benarini, Mark Garrell, and who's that right there? I forgot. But anyway, all right. Thank you, everybody. What a good show. Listen, we're gonna do another show about the introduction. Did Kenny Wallace get Steve Harvey'd? That's another show. Stay tuned. But remember, we are in podcast form. Go to iTunes or Spotify. Remember, you can listen to us on your way to work or on your way home. Respond right here. Please like, subscribe. Until next week.